Blessed days and pleasant nights. Sometimes it's cold and chilly, just like today. Sometimes it's hot and burning all around, just like the months previous. Well, I go through phases, just like the moon. But I always complete my lunar cycles and return to my bright self again. This is the caption I get as I am watching and perusing through YouTube videos. And I realize that I am not the only human caught up in dull and crazy moments as it is. The kind that makes you want to pull out the hair off your head. I mean, for those who have hair, that is. I hope all the bald ones forgive me for this sentiment, though still, I hear baldness is a path to wisdom. Fault me if in disagreement, my dear trader, but sometimes I feel so wise, And I could attribute it to my balding head. So tell me, my dear trader, what do you do when you find your high-flying bubble busted and crushed to the very ground? When all the effort you have so put in is not only unrecognized, but also turns out quite unfruitful. Imagine you have put in all the effort required and invested all you could into it. You have smelt bankruptcy and yet thrown in all the last coins you ever had left, but still, none of it seems sufficient to elevate you to a position of recognition, not even for a Nobel Prize, but just for a little acknowledgement. Tell me, do you give up? Do you throw in the towel instead of more coin, which you have not at this moment? Do you throw your hands to the air and let the rain pour upon your defeated self to water away your shame? Do you bow your head and bury it in the sinking sun beneath your feet? And just like the ostrich, do you forget your eggs and chicks will get stolen behind you and let the whole world deal with itself? What do you do? Now I have heard of stories told in beautiful arrays and painted in hues of royalty and glam. But right here, my dear trader, I can only refer to our previous sketches of fate, part 3, where the once famous Fidel Castro of Cuba reiterates, "Success is not never falling, but rising up each time you fall." Now such a statement sounds most unrealistic till we meet a novel tale and truth in history. For what is life and growth but a play in history, as depicted by the wise King Solomon, of nothing new but a repetition of the same under the sun? Now meet the once wealthy merchant called Zeno of Cyprus. He gets shipwrecked in Athens around 300 BCE, and with all his life earnings and savings lost, and he far from home, he was left with nothing but his life, but does a most extraordinary thing. He ventures into a bookstore in Athens and gains an interest in Socrates' philosophies, growing into a renowned philosopher himself as he starts his school of philosophy, teaching virtue, tolerance, and self-control. Teachings which have inspired generations of leaders and thinkers to date. I wonder what either you or I would do while we were in his shoes. Now come along with me, and together with pepasketches, let us find out how not to give up in this new series of Never Give Up. Until next time, my dear traders, keep subscribing and keep commenting. Stay blessed and stay safe. PePa, the sketches of life.